Okay.
He's English.
Yeah.
You know, he's not gone into detail about you and as Mr. Silverman as people. Just
and it's big fleshed up and muscle.
Outraged by tonight's revelations? Well, have your say right now with Anita Anand and Brian Alexander on BBC Radio 5 Live on AM, DAB radio, digital TV and online.
How much do we know about the man who would be PM? Would he take us to war? Will he tax us more? Will things really get better? Andrew Marr asks, has it got to be Gordon? Panorama, Sunday at 10:15 on BBC One.
You can't choose your family, but you can find out who they were.
We could be Chinese, we could be Indian, we could be anything.
Colin Jackson unravels his complex heritage.
That's been an incredible journey for me.
Who Do You Think You Are continues tomorrow at 9 on BBC One.
The 10 o'clock news now on BBC One with Hugh Edwards and Riz Latif.
A military coup is underway in Thailand. Army leaders say that the constitution has been suspended. There are tanks on the streets of Bangkok, but so far there's no sign of violence. Soldiers are occupying Government House tonight, 15 years after the country's last coup. It's all happened while the Prime Minister is out of the country. We'll have the latest from Bangkok and the reasons for the coup. Also tonight, a top Premiership manager faces allegations of taking bribes. For the first time, a British serviceman pleads guilty to a war crime. Centre stage again, Charles Kennedy takes his message to the Lib Dems. And Australians prepare to pay a final tribute to the crocodile hunter Steve Irwin.
In BBC London, the killing of Jean-Charles Jimenez, the Met denies breaking safety laws. And the Royal Academy celebrates the artist behind The Thinker with a major new exhibition of Rodin's work.
Good evening. There are tanks on the streets of Bangkok tonight and a military coup is underway. Army leaders say they've suspended the constitution and formed a new ruling council, which they claim has the support of the king. They've announced that Thailand's stock market, banks and schools will be closed tomorrow, and they claim that all power has now been wrested from the Prime Minister. Well, first indications of a coup came with reports that tanks had surrounded the main government building in Bangkok. Prime Minister Thaksin, who's at the United Nations in New York, declared a state of emergency and said he was sacking the Army's Chief of Staff. But in Bangkok, the Army declared martial law and appealed for public support in the coming days. Well, first tonight, let's go live to Jonathan Head, who's in Bangkok.
Yes, Hugh, well, it's been 8 hours now since the military first appeared on the streets here in Bangkok. So far, the city's remained remarkably calm throughout all of this. And the coup leaders say they will return to civilian rule very quickly. But no one knows quite what to expect after this startling series of events.
At first, it seemed hard to believe. Tanks on the streets in one of